It's time for the Big Bam Theory. I'm Stephen Foster. I'm the writer and director of Ghost Stories, and today's episode is we're talking about callbacks. Definition of a callback is to not be confused with a running joke. A running joke is a joke that recurs several times during an episode or an entire series. A callback is one that's harkened to just once. It's mentioned and then mentioned again, and it can be in just one episode or it can be throughout the whole series. And Ghost Stories has several of them, and you guys seem to like them. So, and I don't know if you caught all of them, so we're gonna go through them now. And here comes the first one. Dude, it's gnarly.
Want to go get lifted?
Sounds every man.
All right.
My fingers are bleeding. Look! So, have I been cursed by the ghost after all?
Bravo! Somewhere Keanu Reeves is getting nervous.
I had nothing against Keanu Reeves. He was just the first name that popped into my head, and I thought it was funny. Again, I talk about this in another video. I had to make all this stuff up as I went along, so there wasn't a whole lot of time to second guess it. And Keanu was just the first one. I think he's great. I think he's a great actor, except in Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula, where he's like trying to do an English accent, and it's just terrible.
We can be married when I return.
But other than that, I think he's great. And John Wick is awesome. Don't kill my puppy, man. I had the first one. I didn't know I was going to call back to it until I just did the first one. And then when I saw Leo's parents in the flaps fit.
Wait, something's wrong. My body won't move. Somewhere Keanu Reeves.
Must be getting nervous.
Jackass.
As for the next one, Ghost Stories, like any horror show, has its tropes. And even though it's a children's horror show, but it uses the same kind of things that like all horror movies do. And when it did this particular one, I thought it would be funny if we could. They don't call it out, so I thought we should call it out. And that the poor guy who was always stuck in the trope wasn't happy about it, and he was always telling people about it. So that's this one.
Good luck, Hajime! Oh, good job. If I thought you were gonna half-ass it, I would have made Leo go do it.
I'm not gonna let some out-of-tune Tchaikovsky get the best of me. Shut up!
The recital's almost over. I'd hustle if I were you.
I'll go in first, again. You guys follow. Got it?
Good luck.
Yeah, I'll go in alone, again!
Thank you so much, Leo.
Was that the Lord's Prayer?
If I had $1 every time I heard that.
How about this? You toss the incense, I'll toss Sister Christian. Well...
Motor in.
Momoko!
Hurry, Hajime, help me!
I'll grab her ass!
No, let me! Oh, no,
You get Maria!
My hands are full!
I mean, when I called her Sister Christian, I kind of had to do it. It was a joke that was just laying there. And we pulled it up, and I can't remember who was in the booth first, but we did it. And everyone who came in and heard someone say that line, they were just like, fuck, I hate that song. And I was like, we all hate the song. And so the guy who mixed it, I wasn't going to do a callback. I was just going to do it the one time. But Jacob was the one who, and he actually does a couple of voices. Jacob was the sound mixer, and he came into my office and he was like, or in the studio, and he said like, dude, why are you making it now that the song's stuck in my head and I'm going crazy? I fucking hate it. I was, I'm sorry, just whatever. He goes, well, don't do it again. And so I was like, okay. And then when I went in there one day, he came into my computer and he put that motor in as the mistake sound that you make when you hit the keyboard and you make a mistake. It said, dunk. It was like, motor in. And I was like, fuck you, Jacob. And I'm computer stupid, so I didn't know how to take it off there. So after Jacob did that, I was like, well, I got to hit him again. So when Leo's scene came up, I was like, here's a good place for Sister Christian and motoring. And so put that in there, and Greg was very happy to do it. And Jacob was not happy.
Hang in there, Sister Christian. Motor in. Focus, Leo. Motor in. God, that song is addictive. Sweet Jesus, that was scary.
Yeah, moving statues are.
The stories of paranormal activity in the old
God
schoolhouse
bless
are
you.
true.
Hey, Hardy boy, let's just get out of here.
We can't leave Kaya still.
I don't care about your cat, he's probably dead.
Shut up! Kaya's a very special cat. Kaya just showed up on the day of our mother's funeral. Our dead mother? You feel bad now?
I can only hope she knew about Jesus.
So there, the dead mother callback, I just thought it was funny if she reminded people that in addition to being a quasi-lesbian ghost killer, her mother was dead. And that Satsuki's problems really kind of originate from her mother dying. I mean, she has to take care of Ketro, and she has to cook and clean for her father, and she has to do all this stuff because her mother's dead. And I just thought she was funny if she just was like, you know, and by the way.
Good thing that compact had an unbreakable mirror. We would have been totally screwed if your face would have broken that one. Gotta love Mac. Okay.
That compact was a keepsake from my mother.
Huh?
My dead mother?
So then the second one, we called back to it with the compact thing when Hajame's making fun of her. And then thought, well, let's not do a callback, let's do a twist on it. And here's the twist.
She never got to do the things she wanted to do. Cure cancer, win the Nobel Peace Prize, have a four-way with Jude Law, Clive Owen, and Danny Glover.
Why didn't you tell her about the photo? We were there for hours listening to that woman go on and on. Dead daughter.
See, so it's dead mother, dead daughter. And I think it was really fun how she was hypocritical about it. Then, you know, she could go ahead and say it all the time, but when someone else brought it up, she was like, oh, fuck that. And this one goes out to any of you who've ever gotten the call.
It's like a life force BJ. Wake up!
Daddy, Cinnamon called and she said you should get tested.
That's Cinnamon, what a kidder.
While he's consuming your life force, he's replaying memories of his past. Bad memories. Woo, bad.
Hey, maybe you can cheat on the test.
I'm clean, I promise.
I just think Cinnamon's a funny name.
Love to stay, but I'm hooking up with this cinnamon chick.
Okay, safe place saves, Mr. Cicada.
Your teacher's such a weirdo.
And I loved it that Cicada's like gonna hook up with the girl who might have given this other guy HIV. I just thought it's a sick joke, but you know, ghost stories is not polite, so you know, we thought it was funny. Moments of silence are usually a time for like where dramatic tension, or you're changing direction, or things like that, or you know, silent and quiet or contemplative. For me, a moment of silence is an opportunity to like fuck with people. So there were these two bits of I don't know if the first one was really a moment of silence, but it fit. And so, yeah, because he wasn't doing anything in this motion. So he does this noise, and then I had someone else do it.
they go?
Thank you. Take that.
Everyone thought it was funny, and so and from what the comments I've read, y'all think it's funny too. So it's just stupid, but it works. It's funny. This guy might have said it first, but I think after Ghost Story said it, bam, bam. I don't think anybody remembered Emerald.
A long time ago, I had a friend. He was at the elementary school.
Must be nice to have a friend. Everyone here hates me.
He died, though.
Oh, sorry. Suicide?
In a traffic accident. It was on the news.
Fox, I bet.
But the sad part isn't that he was killed.
No?
It's that he couldn't run in the sports festival. Actually, he wasn't a very good runner, kind of like you. But he gave it everything he had until he got blisters on his feet and corns, fallen arches. Disgusting, really. And still he kept practicing, running faster. And then, on the morning of the sports festival...
You have a couple of drinks, bang one dirty hooker on a bad day, and well, let me just tell you, there may be something to this abstinence business. Anyway, I guess my kid's good luck charm / air freshener worked. My results came back negative. I was clean. And then... Yep, what you know? Bam!
When I was preparing for this video, I looked at, because I don't look at the show all the time, and it's been a long time since I worked on it. So I watched them again, and I realized there was a third car crash in the show. And Ghost Stories isn't the most unique cartoon out there, anime out there. It's not. We didn't hate it. None of us hated it. We just thought it was boring. It wasn't that great. And most people who've seen the original agreed, except for the people who saw the Hindi version or the Latin version, which was very faithful to the original, and they saw that when they were kids, and that was their childhood. I get it that they don't like the new one, because what you hear first is usually what you're going to be sold on, and that was in their childhood, so it looks like we were fucking with their childhood, even though we did it first. So I totally get that, but we didn't hate the show. It was just a financial failure, and we thought it was boring. And one of the examples of it being not the most cutting edge and original kind of thing is that they had 3 car wrecks in there where they kill people. And I did the 2 of them. When we were doing it, we had to move so fast that I didn't think about the third one. And so I put it in here, and you guys tell me if it works or not. I have my opinion, but I'd like to know what you guys think. You look at it and then put in the comments saying, did it work or not? Was it good that it stayed with 2, or should we have gone, no, fuck, you should have gone for 3? You're commenting. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share it, tell small children about the channel. Why not go all out?
Guess it's about time to head back. Oh man, is Geico gonna screw me now?
Oh, one more word about BAM. That was so great about Ghost Stories is, you have a way you hear it in your head a lot of times, but all these actors, I don't know whether they got it just because they saw it on paper or they knew my sense of humor because a lot of them had worked with me so many times, but they always read stuff just like I wanted it and heard it in my head or how I wrote it, or better. And usually better, and what's so great about the show is that the jokes are good, but the cast make them fantastic, and those guys are the best. And when Logan did the BAM, I didn't think anything about it. Then 10 years later or whatever, 2014, when Ghost Stories blows up on YouTube and shit, And then later on TikTok, people were commenting in the comments, and they were spelling BAM right. They're B-A-Y-U-M. And I was like, oh my God, they got it, which all you guys who did, thank you so much. I think that was hilarious. It was very flattering. That I was like, oh, they get it. I don't think it worked the third time. I think the whistle thing is just good enough. What does Dub think? Dub, what do you think? Dub doesn't like it either. Okay, so so how many times did I do this video? 4? Was it 4? Only 3? Oh, well, I'm getting better then. Okay, well. Good on me.
No dent. Maybe I hit Kate Moss.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.